Hello there, you lovely people, and welcome back to some more FC26. I did promise and at least one new signing, and I've gotten one. I've found from Stuttgart, young Argentinian striker. I'm going to try and pronounce this, Geronimo Domina, who will be joining us. I thought we needed a third striker, and this is who we're going to go for. I don't know if he's really going to be any good for us, but I liked his stats. He's got a bit of pace about him, good dribbling. So I thought, why not bring him in? In the absence of Jaden Dance, we've got our third choice striker. Thank you for all the support, by the way, on the last video. It was absolutely incredible. Thank you all for coming back after my significant absence. But I am back now, and hopefully things are going to kick on for us as we watch this beautiful intro as we look at Anfield. This is, of course, the big one, so we'll be seeing the full teams for both sides because Anfield welcomes Arsenal for the big one. One thing I wanted to run by people, I don't know how many of you are going to have opinions on this, but I'm interested to know. Ibrahima Konate, of course, in the game, is running out in his contract end of the season. In real life, it looks like that might actually come to fruition too, that he may leave. Real Madrid seems to be the likely destination. So do you think that I let his contract run down and I bring in Marquehi like we tried to do in real life? Or do I keep him to a new contract? Do I try and keep him? Because I'm not sure. I might be interested to change it up and get Gehi in instead and let Konate go. But if you've got any thoughts on that, please feel free to let me know, because I'm still unsure what is the correct course of action. But for Liverpool then in this game, we have Alisson in goal, of course. It's Bradley, Konate, Van Dijk and Robertson, Gravenberch and McAllister, Salah and Gakpo, with Szoboszlai behind Alexander Isak. Wirtz is on the bench for this one. It's a big game, this one. Very, very early on in the season, but it was huge and a massive, massive game for us to get 3 points in. And the Arsenal lineup is as follows. Of course, it'll be David Raya between the sticks. It's White, Gabriel, Saliba and Hincapié, Odegaard, Rice and Marino, with Gyökeres up front, Saka and Trossard either side of him. Here is the Arsenal build-up then. They're on the first attack here with Gyökeres. It was a great ball in behind for Saka. He's hit it first time near post. And Arsenal have taken a shock lead really early on. His second Premier League goal of the season for Bukayo Saka. And we've been undone really easily there. Gyökeres getting it in behind Robertson, who tries to dive in, but Saka pokes it home. Here's Rice. Arsenal looking to come again here after already leading 1-0. Van Dijk does really well to shut down the pass from Odegaard. Nice burst from Gakpo. And the counter is on with Szoboszlai. Gakpo now on this left-hand side. Can he find the ball across? He's going to check back. Here's McAllister. Into Isak. Isak levels it. They're only ahead for about 5 minutes or so. And Alexander Isak draws Liverpool level. It's a brilliant counter-attack. All the credit goes to Cody Gakpo. McAllister puts the ball in, and then just a poke with the outside of his boot there from Isak. Arsenal coming forward with Bukayo Saka. Here's Odegaard. Ben White now. Is he going to put a cross in? He's away from Robertson. The cross does come in. There's Marino, and it's just into the side net. Rice. He seems to be always on the ball when Arsenal start an attack. Odegaard. Great interception from Ryan Gravenberch, who's having one hell of a season in real life so far, isn't he? Brilliant footballer is Ryan Gravenberch. Cody Gakpo now. Trying to stretch the play a little bit. Robertson. He's going to come back inside. Here's Alexis McAllister. Back to Ryan Gravenberch, who started the attack off. Salah. Ball over the top. Szoboszlai hits one. Raya saves, but there's Gakpo on the rebound. And the Dutchman puts Liverpool ahead. Great alertness from Cody Gakpo, who was the one on that counter that was trying to move Arsenal out of position. The ball from Salah's brilliant. Szoboszlai with a great hit. But then Gakpo is so alert. We're into the second half here now as Trossard tries to get Arsenal moving. Hincapié. Gyökeres gives it straight to Alexis. Here's Szoboszlai. Salah. He's got Isak ahead of him. He's going to go wide for Cody Gakpo. He finds Salah. Great play. Saved by Raya. And Alexander Isak has a second, and we have some daylight. 3-1 now. The finish so good. He is shocked even his teammates. That is brilliant. Here's Bradley. Into Salah. He did so well to create that save from Raya. He's got Bradley on the overlap. Chips it in. There's Isak, and Raya saves that one. Conor Bradley coming forward. Here's Salah. A lot of space for him. Szoboszlai. Gakpo now. Back into Szoboszlai. It's really good play. And Raya is forced into yet another save. Rice. Trying to launch another Arsenal attack. Saka. Back to Rice. Not got a lot of support here. Saka's going to come back. Oh, that's brilliant feat from Saka. Oh, he's away. He's in. Saka's in on goal. He's hit the bar and it's out for a goal kick. Wow, super unlucky. Rice again. Marino. Puts it wide for Antoine Griezmann. Bradley's got to stand him up. Does just about enough. Marino, first time effort in. And the head of Declan Rice puts Arsenal back in the game with 6 minutes of normal time to play. That is a wonderful ball from Marino. Just hits it first time, so Bradley can't get in. And he beats Kirkez in the air. No, Robertson, sorry, at left back. And Arsenal have a chance now to try and do something. Here's Antoine Griezmann. Conor Bradley with a crunching tackle. Does excellently. Got to keep them out. Bradley wins that header. And Curtis Jones can bring us forward. Just keep it in their half for a bit. Here's Salah. Finds Alexander Isak to finish it off. Raya saved it again. Raya has been so good today. Jones there, that's brilliant play. Just calming it down. The game's finished. The game's finished. We may as well go for one more attack. Here's Bradley. Pops it up towards Jones, and Raya holds it, but the full time whistle has gone. It ends Liverpool 3, Arsenal 2. And that is quite the win. Arsenal will be one of the two teams you expect to be chasing us all season long. And so if we can already take those 3 points from them, that is a massive, massive result. And we move on to the next one now. The Liverpool team is as follows. It is Alisson in goal. Frimpong, Gomez, Van Dijk and Kirkez, Gravenberch and Jones, Salaverts and Gakpo behind Ekitike as we travel to Turf Moor to take on Burnley. Newly promoted Burnley, of course. Here is Marcus Edwards. An interesting signing for Burnley, but he's taken pretty comfortably there by Kirkez. Verts. It's a great ball through, and Ekitike's in already here. Hugo Ekitike, tough angle. Pulls a save out of Dubravka. Joe Gomez finding Curtis Jones. Salah. Loses out. Oh, it's a great tackle from Salah though to win it back. Jones. Ekitike. Gakpo, will he go for the 1-2? No, he doesn't. He plays it to Gravenberch, who lets rip, and Dubravka stops it. We're into the second half. It's not been the most productive game. So we'll push the team forward a little bit in the tactics. A bit more attacking from the fullbacks. And see what we can pull off in the second half. Gravenberch. Jeremy Frimpong. Finds Salah. Salah waits for the overlap. He's got the overlap. The pace of Frimpong. Clips one into the back post. There's Cody with the header. And the tactic changes have paid off immediately as we go 1-0 up. Thanks to that big man coming in off the left wing. Dutchman to Dutchman. Brilliant ball, that, isn't it? And it's all about the leap from Gakpo, who's got Kyle Walker beaten, all ends up. And it sails just over Dubravka at that near post. Devaney. Ugachukwu. Great tackle for Gravenberch. Oh, but he's lost out there. Devaney finds Foster. Can they do something here? What a ball that is. Devaney. Oh my word, that's an outstanding touch. And Marcus Edwards has an empty net to tap into. Justin Devaney. I believe it's Justin Devaney from Crystal Palace they've signed. What a ball. That touch is ridiculous. It's a phenomenal goal. What can you say? But we've got to respond quickly. Ekitike takes the kickoff. Back to Gravenberg. Trying to get forward quickly. Jones. Ekitike plays it through. Here's Florian Wirtz, who makes sure that we do not stay behind for long. A matter of maybe a minute and a half. And it's 2-1 now. Very important from Wirtz. The German looking very good for us so far this season. Fitting in nicely as he smashes one across goal into that top corner. Gravenberg seems to be always on the end of every time we start something good. Salah waits for the overlap from Frimpong, gets it again. Frimpong looking so dangerous from this side. Ekitike! Ooh, good save from Dubravka. Couldn't quite kill the game off. Seconds remaining for Burnley. Can they get the ball forward? No, they can't. Ended up being quite a quiet affair, this one. But, just like the game in real life, it did not matter as long as the 3 points came along, and we did get the 3 points. It ends Burnley 1, Liverpool 2. And you can't be unhappy with that, can you? 3 points. Florian Wirtz on the score sheet. It's time for our very first Champions League fixture. Very exciting. And we are playing Carabao. So we've made quite a lot of changes. Mahabadashvili starts in goal. It's Robertson, Leone, Gomez and Bradley. In midfield, you've got Jones with Endo. Ngomoa starts with King, Chiesa and Ekitike up top. Here is Rio Ngomoa finding King for his first slice of Liverpool action. Here's Chiesa. Endo. Nice play here. Here's Chiesa. Great take. Federico Chiesa pulls it across. There's Ngomoa. And he has a Champions League goal. Rio Ngomoa. Right place, right time, smart finish. Federico Chiesa there though, the intelligence. Not only to take it past his man. Look at that, brilliant. But to recognise that Ngomoa is in a better position and play it across. He could have scored himself. He could have gone for goal himself there. But he finds the youngster and it makes it 1-0. Here's Curtis Jones. Lot of space. So much space. Chiesa finds Ekitike. Ekitike goes wide for King. Chiesa now. Recycling possession just a little bit here as we find Ngomoa. That's a great turn. That's brilliant from Ngomoa. Pulls it across. Ekitike! Great point blank save. Goal kick here from the goalkeeper who I'm not even going to try to say the name of. But it's easily won by Endo. And just like that, we're back in their final third. King finds Ekitike. That's an outstanding turn. And Ekitike buries it. 2-0. Stunning play from Liverpool again. What more can you ask for on a Champions League night than that? Look at this turn. A King gets his assist as well, but Ekitike did all the work for that one. Brilliant. Chiesa over a corner. He'll aim it toward the penalty spot. And there's Ekitike, who makes it 3. He's got a brace. Hugo Ekitike shining brightly in this opener in the Champions League. Fedi there with an outstanding corner. You love to see that. Great technique on it. And the header there, he just towers above on that leap. And the ball sails over the goalkeeper for the third goal. Mahabadashvili, we're into the second half. Here is Leone. Bradley, it's a poor touch from Bradley. It's not great, is it? They're in here. Mahabadashvili's going to come for it. He saved it, but it's going to fall really kindly for the striker. Akmundzada. Carabao pull one back. That's very disappointing to not keep a clean sheet. And Connor Bradley has his head in his hands for good reason. Mahabadashvili does do well. Maybe he should have stayed on his line. But the ball falls very kindly for Akmundzada. You can't believe his luck. 3-1. Here's Akmundzada again. Good challenge from Leone, that. Here's Ngomoa, who can stretch his legs, show his pace. Finds the ball into King. He's playing off of Ekitike. He finds Ekitike with a great ball, and Ekitike completes his hat-trick. That is wonderful from Ekitike. A Champions League Liverpool debut and a Champions League hat-trick for our number 22. What a finish into the near post that is. Here is Domina stretching his legs for the first time in a Liverpool shirt. Nioni by Cetic. Back to Nioni. Chiesa now. Great turn of pace from Chiesa. Oh, he should have pulled it across. Caddy into Bicalo. Finds Akunzada. Akunzada. Oh, it's taken a nasty deflection. And it's looped over Mohamedashvili right into that top corner. Well, not quite the defensive display we would have wanted. Very unlucky. I think it comes off, is it the heel or the back of Joe Gomez? But it takes a really wicked deflection that just there. You see it just lifts slightly and it sails over Mohamedashvili. And they're going to look for a third goal here. As the time ticks away, here's Zubir. Puts the ball in, but it'll be easy for Mohamedashvili. And there is a full-time whistle. Not quite the outstanding display we would have hoped for our first Champions League fixture, but we win 4-2. Ekitike gets a match ball. Can't really be unhappy, can we? 3 points in the bag. And now it is the big one, the Merseyside Derby against Everton. Now, this game, as I'm recording this, was played yesterday. I was there. I had the pleasure of being at Anfield at a lunchtime kickoff for this game. Very happy with the win, very happy with that result. It's a derby at the end of the day. Performance doesn't matter, the points matters. And as you might be able to see in that lineup, there is one little snake on the blue half of Merseyside there. Emre Can is in the starting lineup for Everton, who are showing here to be the lowest scorers in the Premier League with just 2 goals so far. I did not expect Emre Can to be turning up to Anfield today. That is a surprise. But we'll be hoping that he leaves very, very disappointed. There's David Moyes. You can already see in his eyes at the excuses he's got ready when Everton don't win this one. The teams shake hands. It's all cordial for now, but it won't be once the whistle blows. Anfield is ready for red versus blue in the Merseyside Derby. And for Liverpool then. Alisson, of course, is in goal. The defence is Frimpong, Konate, Van Dijk and Kirkes, Gravenberch and McAllister, Salah, Gakpo and Szoboszlai behind Alexander Isak. Wirtz is on the bench again today. The Everton lineup is, of course, Jordan Pickford in the goal. You have Veltman Chan, O'Brien and Mikalenko, Idrissa Gueye and James Garner, Dibbling Raul and Anjai with Sienna Barry up front. McAllister plays the ball into Gakpo. Gakpo finding Gravenberch, and here is Mohamed Salah. Drags Mikalenko out of position, gets the overlap from Frimpong. Frimpong's in here, he keeps going, and it's in off the post! And just like that, Anfield erupts after just a few minutes. Jeremy Frimpong has scored for Liverpool. Great way to mark your first Merseyside derby. That's all about Salah though, this play. And then, well, they just back off him. It's 1-0. What else can you really say about that? Here is Frimpong again, the goal scorer, Salah. Salah trying to find Gakpo. Salah. Oh, look at that strength from Mo Salah to keep the ball and win the header. Frimpong. Recycle possession, we go again. Salah again. Frimpong. Plays the 1-2 with Frimpong. Outside of the boot, there's Isak with the header. Oh, it's gone in! How has Pickford been beaten there? That is an outstanding header from the Swede. I don't know how he could possibly have scored that header, but he did. The little arms of Jordan Pickford couldn't reach it. So Salah here, outside of the boot. Great header, no doubt. But it just sails over Pickford. Launches one forward as Pickford. Frimpong coming in to win the header. That was excellent. Isak. Sir Szoboszlai did so well. And it's 3-0. Wow. That is some sublime football from Liverpool. Get a nice little point of view here of the chest down and the finish. But I want to see the replay of Isak. Look at this touch. Brilliant. The chest down is excellent. The touch to bring the ball under control and the finish. Just Dominic Szoboszlai, what a season he's having in real life and in the game for us so far. McAllister wins the ball back. Here is Cody Gakpo. Finding Alexander Isak. Here's Szoboszlai. Drifting wide. Hoping to find a ball in for Isak. Oh, what a touch! Isak! Oh, he's put it wide. He's hit the post, I think. What a touch that was, though, from Isak. He's showing off some great stuff here. Here's Njai against Frimpong. Oh, he's beaten him, but Frimpong's got the pace. He will get back and win it back. And find Ryan Gravenberch. The counter-attack is on here. Here's Szoboszlai. Oh, brilliant skill. Mikolenko's out of position. Salah's coming inside. Salah hits one. And Pickford has to put it behind. He's furious. When is he not, though? Barry. Holding the ball up well finds Idrissa Gana Gueye, who did, of course, score Everton's goal at Anfield yesterday in the defeat. Barry pulling it across. Here's Tyler Dibbling. And it's not a great effort, really. Alisson has quite an easy save to make. They should have made more of that. Wirtz is on for Gakpo, as you can see there, as this corner comes in and Alisson holds it. Quick throw out to Isak. He finds Szoboszlai wide for Salah. Salah, Isak, Szoboszlai, Wirtz all steaming forward here. Salah works it. Salah, there's no one there. Why is no one followed in? Wirtz should have been busting a gut to get to the far post there. He's come on the left side, but he didn't really put in enough effort to get there. O'Brien. Quickly forward for Dwight McNeil. Great ball wide for Njai. Frimpong doesn't close him down quick enough. The ball's in and Thierry Barry is going to beat Kerkez in the air all day long, isn't he? Well, he didn't yesterday, to be fair, but he has this time. Thierry Barry brings Everton a goal. They're probably not likely to come back at this stage, but no clean sheet again. Dibbling. Brings the ball in. Konate heads it away quite comfortably. Here is Florian Wirtz into Mohamed Salah. Szoboszlai, a lot of space for Szoboszlai. Here is Wirtz. He's found him. Wirtz, oh, brilliant take. Florian Wirtz. Pickford makes the save. Corner from Salah. In it comes. Konate's won it and it's off the line from Gueye. Only just. 1 minute of injury time to play, but Szoboszlai's got the ball. It's looking like if anyone's getting a goal here, it will be the boys in red. Isak finds Salah, it's brilliant. Mohamed Salah, Pickford saves it, but Szoboszlai's onto the rebound. 4-1 in the Merseyside Derby, the red half once again victorious. Outstanding from Dom. He's had a phenomenal game, he deserves his 2 goals. The rebound comes to him. And he blasts it across. Salah did so well initially. It's a good save from Pickford, as you'll see again here. But Szoboszlai just comfortably dispatches that one. It's 4. It's all over. The final whistle will go in mere seconds. There it is. 3 points in the Premier League. Liverpool 4, Everton 1. Anfield absolutely buzzing with that result. You do love to see it. Very, very, very pleased with that one. Emre Can, unlucky pal. Now we play Brighton in the Cup, in which, by the way, I have now changed to ultimate difficulty because I'm finding it a bit too easy. We're now playing on ultimate difficulty with the authentic, slower gameplay. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully we won't need to change it back because we keep getting embarrassed. The Liverpool team is Mohamedashvili, Robertson, Van Dijk, Gomez and Bradley. Endo and Curtis Jones, Engamoa, Szoboszlai and Chiesa with Ekitike up top for this first fixture in the Carabao Cup. Here is Vifa. We're having a bit of trouble getting the ball off of Brighton. They're recycling it and retaining it very, very well. They've found the ball into the box. The strike is on. Mohamedashvili does make the save though. And we're already into the second half here, as the ultimate gameplay has shown to be quite tough so far. I don't know if it's just the way that Brighton play. Great strength for Robertson there. I don't know if it's just the way Brighton play, or if Ultimate's going to be this hard, but we will see. Here's Chiesa. Finds Ekatike. Chiesa is in. Chiesa scores! Our first real chance of the game, in all truth. Oh, and Fede with the little celebration tribute to Diogo as we have taken the lead. Engamoa has already been taken off as well, as you can see, because it wasn't quite working. I've had to call in reinforcements. And Chiesa makes sure that we lead. Here is Stefan Bajcetic now. Conor Bradley. Wataru Endo. Nice little ball around the corner. Here's Ekatike. Does so well. Ekatike across. Soboslai, who is in such form right now. Red hot, scintillating form. And Soboslai makes it 2-0. And it now looks like a comfortable away trip to the seaside. That touch to take it away from the defender is so good. And it's on a plate for Dom. Believer. Do Brighton have a question still to be asked? Here's Welbeck. Great challenge in there from Gomez, I think. No, it's a penalty. Well, we don't seem happy about it. He's been booked as well. Let's see what happened there, because I didn't think it looked like a penalty. I don't think it's a penalty, to be honest. I think the shot's already gone. But it will be Jakupia to take the penalty. Mahamadashvili goes the wrong way. And with 88 minutes on the clock, the 88th minute anyway, 87 on the clock, it is a goal back for Brighton. It's a good penalty. Have Brighton got anything left in them? It is the final seconds. This will be all they've got left. Welbeck finds the ball to Kadioglu. Stefan Bajcetic shuts everything down and hooks the ball clear. And the full-time whistle goes. We're into the hat for the next round of the Cup. That first game on Ultimate was very, very tricky, let me tell you. We'll see how in the next episode that does pan out over a full 5 games, and then we can maybe reassess. We'll see. It might just be that Brighton play a certain style and that was too difficult. But we got the win anyway, so can't complain. 2-1 Liverpool. Thank you all so much for watching. On the next episode, we travel to Selhurst Park and to play those rotten Marseille boys. We then go to Stamford Bridge, welcome Man United to Anfield, and go away to Inter to play in the San Siro. So thank you all so much for watching. And once again, thank you for the support on that last video. Really, really appreciate the amount of love that it got. And hopefully you'll be with me for the rest of the series as well. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.